welcome to EVE Online and Major Freak. So, get the sound on here. Off we go.
Warp drive active.
So what I like to do is be in orbit camera, track the destroyer that I'll be heading to, hit the Microwarpdrive, target the frigates, get Coercer radio, start firing at those, cut the MWD, hit stop, allow for the lasers to do their job, abandon targets, head to the next one. That's pretty much right, my routine. This is handy because it's got, you know, good range to it, and I can deal with the small targets, and it allows me to only damage the hull of any escorts of a battleship, which is key to farming battleships when you're doing this a lot, especially in LoSec. It counts for more, right? Because A, you've got more battleships, and that'll show up, and it's, you know, you've got more time in your hands to rat the belts. Mostly nowadays it's, you know, it's the, what is it, the yards or something, or the anomalies basically that show up. That's your bread and butter. But for me, back in the old days of LoSec, yeah. Back in Band of Brothers days, yeah. This was the way you did it, because you could keep that, you could pretty much farm a battleship in each system, and you just jump between each system and you'll be able to get at least one battleship consistently, as long as you didn't kill off too far away now. At least you didn't, as long as you didn't kill off the frigates. If you killed off the frigates, it would roll randomly, and that would kind of suck. You'd lose your nice dependable battleship. You can't really do it in LoSec because A, there's not enough battleships, and B, right, it's meh. It's not really a thing, so you don't have to. I just enjoy doing it because at least it guarantees me, if I have the time and nobody's interrupting, I can actually get some real ratting done. And this is what I consider real ratting. You're actually farming the battleships and not just shooting everything that shows up. So it's a little bit of control in an otherwise chaotic landscape. Yeah, and back in the day, if you were ratting and you went through a system and you saw there were hull damaged rats, you would move on. You wouldn't attack them because you knew that A, somebody was either farming the rats recently or had just recently logged and left you a golden opportunity to continue until downtime. Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I abandon wrecks because it always annoys me that somebody hasn't cleaned up their mess and has left yellow wrecks everywhere. It's just a habit I got into.
Warp-drive active.
Maybe I'm the only one who does this, but whatever. Yeah, same thing with the cruiser. Order in orbit. Punch the MWD. Target the frigates. Shoot those first with the Scorch or the radio. And turn off the MWD. Turn on the Conflag, which is probably like, what, 75% damage right now? Ooh, 80%. Now, I've always understood that as soon as downtime came, your farming of the battleships would be reset because any damaged rats would be despawned and it would start over again. But I'm actually curious. Like, I know it's impossible to happen, but that would be cool if I was going through the belts and I ran into a battleship spawn and the rats were still damaged, hull damaged. I'm fairly sure that's not going to happen at all, unfortunately. Yeah, so if you're going to do this, you have to start early. Oh, they'll be back. Yeah, what you do to farm would be to you kill those folks. I'll go back and see if I can. They'll probably chase me actually, but hopefully I'll get back and they'll still be there. Basically, you kill the small fry, and then the larger fry you would wound their escorts, and that was how you farmed back in the day. I don't know if anybody does that anymore because of the anomalies. But yeah, that's how you do it. This is how I'm doing it. That's the sound of the tracking disruptor, if you're curious. Do. Oi, get back here.
Drive active.
Yeah, I got various ways of looking at my ship. I can go control track, hold down C default, and get that box for tracking. One sec. That's one way of doing it. It's kind of fun. Zoom in and get a
Active.
close look at your ship while you're doing it. It's better than doing this. You actually see your ship. This is kind of fun at times, but the other way is to click on and track while you're in orbit camera. Now, you can also look at the target and hold down C and do a box on there. And hold down Alt and zoom, and you get a really close-in view. It's kind of cool.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Yeah, my my video previous to the one before, I made a mistake and was like, uh, 21 million in half an hour? Oh wow, that's 40 million an hour. But I was looking at the balance, not the... I know, I'm so silly. So you're looking at an average between, it'll be probably 50 million an hour because I've been getting 20 million 1 hour. Let's see, 10. Let's see, no, wait, that was half an hour, 6 million plus loot, which was probably, what, 3 million? So 9 million, so 18. Yeah, we're looking at probably an average of 20 million. Sorry, my math sucks. So this is... What I'll do is I'll go look at it, and then I'll go tactical view. And I don't have the tactical overlay, because to me this camera is the aesthetic camera. So what I'll do is I'll gank this sucker. And what happens when it blows... Oh, I don't even have... What happens when it blows up is that you go free camera as soon as it blows up, so you're with the wreck, and if you're angled right, you'll see it blow up as well. It's kind of cool. We'll look at that again. And the fun bit is to go like this and be ahead of it. I was forcing it to turn too much, but the fun thing is if you get ahead of it, it'll explode as it's coming right at you. It's pretty cool, and you're, of course, your free camera, so your camera's still, and you watch it approach you as it explodes. It's pretty dope.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, when I want to manually turn the camera and view around, I use the aesthetic camera, I call it, so I can manually control what I'm looking at. But when I like to focus on things, I'll go orbit camera and then be able to do that. And of course, I just discovered the alt zoom, which is totally fun. Oops. It'll zoom, but will keep focus on your ship at the same time. So you'll zoom in on the target, but you'll also not lose sight of your own ship, or at least the proportions. So it's totally cool. Oh, I didn't hit MWD. Lol. It's a cooler look. It definitely is. Yeah, just starting to play with it.
Warp drive active.
Yeah, you can target things by boxing it, and you can look at things by boxing it. I mean, sorry, track by boxing it. It's kind of neat. And I believe you can look at by boxing it as well. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, be like, Merp.
Warp drive active.
I hardly ever use this view. Usually when I'm traveling and I'm doing something else and I don't have time to track interesting objects, going this way will at least not have your camera looking in a stupid location. It's kind of cool.
Warp drive active.
No sign of the battleship yet. Hopefully I bump into it. Yeah, I'm sure when I see the battleship, the escorts will be fully healed. So, yeah, I'm sure the spawn is impossible to be farmed once you hit downtime, and it just resets completely. And as you can see, I'm not being swarmed by clone soldiers. This is a troll. I don't know how old the troll is. The big lie and stuff. Enough times people believe it. But yeah, some troll was trying to say that clone soldiers spawn at downtime. Like, I'm thinking, I've never experienced that disparity. So as you see in my videos, yeah, there's no shortage of that's no shortage, even 10 minutes to downtime. I'm sure they'll have an excuse as to why they're not wrong. They always do. It's so tiring. Oh, alright then. You be that way. Do 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 do.
Warp drive active.
Oh no, I'm so scared.
Warp drive active.
Do do do. I should have bumped into that battleship spawn by now if it was active. But, yeah. And I haven't seen a clone soldier yet. Lol. It might happen. Yeah, and as you can see, each video that I've been playing, each video I've uploaded so far, I haven't run out of cap, even though it says I only have a minute or so.
Warp drive active.
30 seconds. And, right, even if I turn this off, it'll say, damn it, it'll say 1 minute, but as you can see, I've never actually run out of cap. It's just because they die sooner than, right? I don't need to worry at all. It's never an issue. Oh, you were close. Thank you so much. That was helpful of you. 16. There we go, get closer. Eight. Yeah, I typically bump into the battleship before now. And at least one clone soldier. So. Yeah, it's funny the bullshit you hear. Oh my god. It's like you'd be playing for so long and you think, I don't think I've ever subjectively noticed that particular troll being true. So you're like, yeah, it's on the back of your mind, just a lull. You gotta have a sense of humor when you're faced with such.
Warp drive active.
Such immature humor. It's like, I thought we all grew out of this after grade 3, right? Sure, it's funny in grade 3, but really? Yeah, it's the kind of person who will tell you a lie, and if he'd said it was a lie, it's, I'd be just teasing you, then it would be funny, oh, let me in on a joke. But I think it's the in-joke of spreading a lie and then, sharing it with your buddies that it's untrue, but it's like, that's real asshole behavior. it's just so, like, it's like, really? Ah, here we go. Clone soldier. One clone soldier. Yeah, there's no real difference between, right? You kill, what happens is you kill a bunch of rats. You kill a squad of rats completely. It just goes into its spawn pool and rolls randomly about what's going to show up. There's no quota or pool of, or finite pool of stuff. It's just it's simply, it dips into its infinite pool, rolls the dice, pulls out something for the next spawn. There's no way of farming this thing because it doesn't have any escorts, so. Can I approach this? Let's see, what's the button for approach? What's the button for approach? Orbit, close, get close to, look at, approach, Q. Alright, can I box a Q? Ooh. Cool. That way if you're flying by it too quick and you're like, trying to click on it to approach it, you just, Cool. I am happy with that. Yeah, I mean, how many things can you box? I'm like, interesting. I used to, a bunch of us used to play, come on, turn around, that's it. There we go. A bunch of us used to play a actual joystick spaceship simulator. We would call Eve point and click. So, yeah, I've always got into the habit of not really paying attention to the other options I have for playing the game.
Drive active. Drive active.
91%. Oh, missed it. Yeah, little bugger. Let's try it. Warp to S. Oh, hello. Never mind then. I keep forgetting that if you're targeting something, it'll cancel your action, just like jumping. Oh no, a missile. Oh no. Help, help. That one's a tough one.
Warp drive active.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, no battleships, so boo. Hiss. Do, 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 do.
Warp drive active.
Two more.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.